A very good afternoon to you and welcome to this Monday edition of the Lunchtime News. I'm Nadim Majid. As always, we start off with a look at your headlines this afternoon. Making headlines this afternoon, NASA's Curiosity Explorer lands on Mars. 41 individuals who attempted to illegally travel to Australia arrested. A group of Chinese fishermen who were fishing in Sri Lankan waters arrested by the Navy. On to those stories in detail. NASA's Mars Explorer Curiosity streaked into the red planet's thin atmosphere last night and began its descent to the surface in a make-or-break landing that was expected to put the probe on the surface within 7 minutes. Well, moving on to local news, the 2012 advanced level examinations commenced today. The examinations will go on till the 30th of this month. A total of 277,671 candidates will be sitting for this year's advanced level examination this time around under both the old and new syllabuses. 276,025 candidates will be sitting for the examination under the new syllabus, while 41,647 candidates will sit for the examination under the old syllabus. According to the Department of Examinations, nearly 14,000 administrative officers have been dispatched to oversee the examination at 2,093 exam centres. According to a release issued by the Commissioner General of Examinations, examination centres and coordination centres, which are open 24 hours a day, have been set up covering all districts. The Examinations Department added that any student who attempts to cheat during the examination or aids in such a process will be severely punished under the Examinations Act as well as the common law. The department notes that such complaints can be lodged with the department by calling on the hotline number 1911. Still in local news, 41 individuals who attempted to illegally migrate to Australia by sea have been arrested by the police in the Wennapur area. Now, according to the police, the suspects who were housed at 2 lodges were arrested at around 5 a.m. The suspects have been identified as residents of the Jaffna, Kilinuchi, Mullaitivu, Vaunia and Nigambu areas. According to the police, the suspects were arrested following a raid carried out by 2 police teams. In other maritime news, the Navy has arrested 37 Chinese nationals for illegally fishing in Sri Lankan waters. Navy spokesperson Commander Kosala Warnakulasuriya said that they were arrested last evening. The 2 fishing trawlers they were on had been seized some 37 nautical miles east of Batticaloa. He noted that 2 Sri Lankan nationals were amongst those arrested. The Navy spokesperson added that according to an agreement between Sri Lanka and China, the Chinese can fish only 200 nautical miles off Sri Lanka. The group were arrested as they had violated this agreement. The Minister of Construction, Engineering Services, Housing and Common Amenities, Wimal Weerawansa, says that whatever political views people believe in, they are still Sri Lankans. He made this statement during a function held to vest the Maligawatha housing scheme in the public.
The Maligawatha housing scheme, which was renovated after a lapse of 39 years, was vested in the public yesterday. There was an opinion that we should first help housing schemes that supported the government and not spend millions on a housing scheme full of UNPS. The Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim people living here may have no political view today and another political view later on. Political views can change, but the fact is that everyone is a citizen of this country and that will not change.
The Janata Vimukti Peramuna opened an office yesterday in Ampara to coordinate election-related activities in the area. Now, the office was opened by the General Secretary of the party, Tilvin Silva.
We are preparing to show on the 9th how we got our votes without having to resort to telling lies, misleading the voters, providing bribes or causing unnecessary pressure on people. Regardless of who is saying what, the government is trying to show that they still have the vote of the people. They are trying to show that the public endorse their policies. We all know that this is not the case and that the government is attempting to rig the election. Nothing of this government can be endorsed.
In other election-related news, the Election Secretariat says that it is in the process of formulating a code of ethics for politicians contesting the upcoming provincial council elections. Deputy Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed stated that the code of ethics will be published tomorrow. Now, Mohammed added that it is the duty of the Elections Commissioner to formulate such a code of ethics under the Elections Ordinance. He added that the code of ethics was formulated based on discussions with representatives of all political parties. The Deputy Commissioner of Elections, Mohammed, added that a code of ethics has also been compiled for local election monitors. Well, on that note, we wrap up this edition of the Lunchtime News, but don't go anywhere, because up next on MTV Sports is more action from the London 2012 Olympic Games.